So basically, I got invited to be a part of the Wolfey Draft League, where I had my first ever VGC set against the legendary Ardain Cybertron Zeng. And as for how the match went, but I can't particularly say I like my chances of winning this, y'all.
No, you're doing great. You just got rid of the Terramon. He can't beat.
Because genuinely, man, what
he
the
can't
heck?
beat Overdrive. Bro does not realize he wins. Bro crossed the finish line with his eyes closed.
I was nervous, okay? But hey, it all ended well. Things can't get any worse now, right?
Yeah, you're facing the guy who beat Aaron.
Why do I do this to myself? Our next opponent is Mountaih and his Immunity Idols. The winner of SPL VGC, which he became by beating Ardain Cybertron Zeng. His team is no slouch either, as despite my favorable matchup, him setting up Trick Room paired with his Ursaluna is really bad for my team. I'll need to think of a smart way to overcome it. What are you doing? Alright, I'm gonna need to put you on time. Actually, you just gave me the perfect idea. Please stop. Covert Cloak Trick Room Whimsicott is my ace in the hole, as it's literally here for turning off Mount's Trick Room, allowing me to bypass all the shenanigans and leave him defenseless against my offense. Terra Water exists as a nice defensive typing, with Covert Cloak giving me immunity to fake out pressure. Taunt is great for stopping Chlorophyll Sleep Powder from Executor, with Fake Tears being a nice support for my hardest hitter, which is Charcoal Hisuian Typhlosion. With Fake Tears support from Whimsicott, Mount has no switch-ins to Charcoal Eruption, not to mention how I can literally use Tarkold's Drought against him should he bring it, with Terrifier for maximum damage. Assaultless Araquanid is coming off the bench, as it literally outslows Mountaih's entire team under Trick Room, punishing him if he takes that route, with the ability to 1v1 Ursaluna Blood Moon, with Mirror Code existing to boom his special threats under the sun. Terra Water further ensures that it has no switch-ins. Speaking of no switch-ins, Life Orb Modest Terra Dragon Dragapult does the very same, as it's literally impossible for Mount to defend against, especially with Fake Tear support from my Whimsicott. Great Pokemon to instill pressure with, along with stalling out Trick Room turns in case I need it with Protect. Safety Goggles Malamar is another Pokemon who helped me turn off Mount's Trick Room mode, being accommodated by hitting hard with Contrary's superpower and maximum damage with Knockoff. Oh, and it's the perfect partner for my final Pokemon, Chilanberry Terra Grass Gallade. A perfect immunity to Ursaluna's Blood Moon and Tarkle spread attacks with Wide Guard, with it being intentionally EV'd and having 12 IVs to go after my Malamar, just so that I can double attack the Oranguru with a knockoff followed by a taunt, thereby removing his potential Mental Herb and permanently stopping his Trick Room mode. That and the Chilanberry ensures that I can take a Blood Moon from Ursaluna just fine before smacking him with the Sacred Sword. So yeah, that's the team. If you're enjoying this ride, please do like this video and subscribe, as I'm on my way to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I can only do that with all of your support. Huge shoutouts and thanks go to my friends Hopeless, Deanna, Amol, and Frosty for the help with the build, as well as my guy Kurt the Buzzle for the team. Enough talk, let's move on to the game. Right, so by the looks of his team, he pretty much brought a great portion of what I expected, with the exception of the Koparaja, which is very much surprising in itself, because I didn't think that it would have that good of a matchup against me, but I was clearly wrong on that front. So yeah, it definitely looks to be very Trick Room heavy, so that is something I'm gonna need to keep in mind. As far as my potential leads go, I don't know, I just really feel the idea of leading off with my Kubu and my Hisuian Typhlosion, because I do like to prioritize information more than anything else. So it'll be interesting to see for sure what my guy has cooked. I don't see this being an easy game at all, because this man is a literal finalist. So yeah, there's really nothing left for me to say other than these are my last two Pokemon, and have fun to you, my guy. Right, so he's gonna lead off with his Raichu and the Oranguru. Kinda not what I wanted, to be honest, but let's see what items you got. You are Magnet, and you are the Mental Herb, I had a feeling. See, this is where I partially wish they had Tailwind, because that would definitely make things far more better for me, all things considered. Regardless, I think I am going to just Fake Tears into Eruption. That sounds fair, I think. But yeah, the game one is all about frisking out information. Huh? Okay. So my guy clearly made a misclick, because I am just gonna be able to break through. I'm gonna erupt, and I'm just gonna not be able to knock out this Oranguru turn 1. Okay. I'm really surprised to see him survive that, first of all.
Oh no.
Because what the... Alright. So the Trick Room is up, which is definitely very scary. But I can't say for certain that this is a bad situation at all, per se. Because here's what's gonna happen. I'm revoking your Trick Room privileges. Alright, so he's gonna bring in his DJ Premier, which would have to be his Koparaja. And as for his Koparaja, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Terrasilize. I'm gonna click Trick Room to revoke your Trick Room privileges, and I'm gonna go for a Protect here. That is something I do feel is what's best for me here and now. Yep, the Terrasilization is gonna come off. This, I think, should in theory be able to be what helps me survive through this turn. Because I'm not sure if Koparaja gets, you know, Power Whip or whatever. But the defensive Terra Water, I feel, is something I'm definitely comfortable in, you know, committing to here and now. So let's see exactly what he wants to go for. Yep, he's gonna go for a Rock Slide. I'm gonna be able to protect myself. Please. Okay, no, you can't flinch me. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-huh. I mean, you're not gonna be able to flinch me because I'm Covert Cloak. So I should be able to survive this. Okay, cool. I am gonna be able to reverse the Trick Room here and now, and this is bloody beautiful. This is bloody brilliant because I've just revoked all his Trick Room privileges. Regardless, I'm gonna Fake Tears the DJ Premier, and I'm going to Erupt once again. Maybe we can take this home. Maybe we can. I don't know, but I definitely do like my chances right now. He's gonna Terrasilize as well, which is fine. But I don't think it's gonna help him much in the grand scheme of things because A, I'm gonna go for a Fake Tears. B, you do not have Psychic Terrain up, and C, it's still an Eruption from a Charcoal, modest History and Typhlosion. As Fake Tears is gonna come out, it is going to be able to greatly neuter that Oranguru of his, as one final Eruption is going to come out, and he's just gonna knock straight both these Pokemon straight into next week. Obviously the crit didn't matter. It never did. But yeah. Okay, cool. There we freaking go. Down goes the Oranguru. And I'm not sure who the last Pokemon is. However, barely trying. Okay, Arsa. I see you. I see you for sure, but as it is, considering I revealed Fake Tears and I reversed the Trick Room, what was the other move I had? I have Taunt. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I am just gonna Fake Tears you, and I am going to Erupt once again and be able to potentially take this game home, question mark? Yeah, I'm gonna go for one more final Fake Tears, and I believe that should be game here. Yep, you're gonna pick me off, but that's... I guess he did that for differential, potentially, but it's good to have information on what you have. You have Rock Slide, you have Rock Slide, and you have Vacuum Wave. Yeah, the Eruption is gonna come up. That is going to take down his Ursaluna Blood Moon, and we're gonna be able to take the first game home. Let's freaking go. All right, so we won the first game, but obviously I am not going to, you know, assume Jack until the victory is mine. So yeah, let's see exactly what we do for game 2. Yes. Oh man, I'm scared. Right, so for the second game, I did discuss with Deanna about it, and we did come to a decision that it would be ideal to start off with my, you know, with my Malamar and my Gallade, with Dragapult and my Spooderman in the back. Because I do personally think that should be helpful, because not only would this help me in revoking his Trick Room privileges, it would also definitely help me in knowing exactly how to handle him, if that makes sense. Right, so this is what we're gonna hoof with. Let's see exactly how this goes. It is definitely unnerving, that is for certain. But I'll do what I can. He's gonna lead off with his Lieutenant Surge and Guru once again, as I'm gonna lead off with my Malamar and my Kurt Angle. And as turn 1, I'm not particularly sure how you want to handle this per se. Okay. He's gonna fake me out. This is definitely unfortunate for sure, but this knockoff should do a lot of damage. Okay, cool. It's gonna do a hefty chunk to him, as I'm assuming he wants to set up. set up his Trick Room here once again, which is fine, actually. I can't say for certain that this is bad at all, per se. And I say that mainly because what the hell does his Oranguru do to me, right? Yes, he has four turns of Trick Room to do whatever he wants. But also, I don't particularly think he can do much. Like, my Gallade should absolutely mark that Raichu of his, right? Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm clicking Trick Room to reverse that right now. And I'm gonna Sacred Sword here. I do feel like that would be what's best for me right now in this at this moment in time. Ooh, okay. After you, huh? Thank you, kind sir. What do I do? He's gonna go for a Volt Tackle. I don't think I eat that. No, Card Angle is still gonna be able to survive that. That is insane business. That is genuinely insane business. And down goes the Raichu, and once again his Trick Room privileges are going to be revoked. Unfortunately for you, my guy, that is not happening this time. Let's go. Shoutouts to Card Angle for surviving that. Revoking his Trick Room privileges was definitely the way to go for sure. Because now, like, his Mental Herb is gone, and B, he cannot Terrasilize either. So, it is definitely a very difficult situation for Mount to come back on, for sure. I know, for sure. Barely trying, yeah? Ja. So the way I see this, right, is that I cannot afford to give him Trick Room privileges once again. You reveal to me Instruct, you reveal to me Trick Room, and after you. I think I should be fine regardless, because I am just gonna click Knock here and Sacred Sword. I'm gonna double attack first of all. Okay, so he's gonna Terrasilize his Blood Moon Ursaluna. Fair play. Completely fair play, actually. Ooh, will I regret this? I do not know. He's gonna Vacuum Wave me. He's gonna pick me off. That is fair. But as it is right now, I do believe I will be able to claim my next kill courtesy of this knockoff, which his Guru will not be able to defend against. He does reveal to be Terra Fairy, which is certainly a bit unnerving as it is. It is a good thing though that I have Shadow Ball for sure. So your three Pokemon are your Oranguru, your Raichu, and your Ursaluna. I don't know what your last Pokemon is, bruv, but I do feel comfortable with the idea of just going out of my Ocelot for now. Yeah. DJ Premier. Hello again, you stupid Kaparaja. Hello, you stupid Kaparaja. How are you doing today? Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I don't think this Ursaluna is gonna be able to do much against my Assault Vest Araquanid, which I will be able to Terrasilize into water and take him down from there. But I'm just gonna double attack. I'm just gonna double attack your DJ Premier because you, I don't know why, but you feel more threatening into me than the Ursaluna Blood Moon. Will I regret that? I have no idea, but this Shadow Ball is gonna be able to come out. It is going to do a hefty chunk of damage. The crit was unfortunate for sure, but I really don't think it matters, guys. I really don't think it matters, as with Superpower is going to come up. It's going to be able to knock out his Kaparaja. And the last Pokemon that remains in my way of taking this entire set home would have to be his Ursaluna Blood Moon. Yes. Moonblast. Oh my. I didn't even know you got that, bruh. Okay. So you survived. You having that move is definitely unfortunate, but I don't think it will matter in the grand scheme of things. And I say that mainly because of the fact that, first of all, I'm going to be able to Terrasilize. I'm going to Terrasilize. I'm going to mark you with a Liquidation, a Terra Water, Adamant Nature, Water Bubble Boosted, Liquidation. As hopefully, with this, I should be able to take this game home. Potentially. Hypothetically, plausibly. I can't say for certain, but I like my chances for sure. Let's see how this goes. Shadow Ball is gonna come out. It is going to do a really good chunk of. Okay, you're Assault Vest. Fair enough. Right, what you gonna go for, bruh? He's gonna pick on my Dragapult, which is unfortunate for sure, but I think the damage is done. I don't see. I'm full health and I'm Assault Vest. I don't think there's any universe where you beat this thing 1v1. As Liquidation is gonna come out, he's gonna be able to survive that barely. And I hope I didn't just jinx myself because I would rather not get crit, sir. Please, for the love of God, do not crit me. Or anything. Blood Moon is gonna come out. Come on, Spooderman! There we go! Look at that! He took absolutely nothing from that. As with this final liquidation, we are going to be able to defeat the SPL VGC Champion. And just like that, we are now officially 2-0 in the WDL. Let's freaking go! Woohoo! That's my Spooderman, bruh. That's my MVP. But honestly, GG's to Mount. Like, he had a really tough matchup into this, to be completely honest. Like, there wasn't really much for him to do in terms of getting himself back in the game, especially with how I was able to maneuver myself and set the game plan up. And with that, we are officially 2-0. Please do check out Mount's channel, for he is genuinely one of the best in the world. But as far as what's next, a match against PokeMD. So do stick around if you want to see how that turns out. But in the meantime, feel free to check this out. It's my best work yet, and also covers my history with him.